Last week, we took some trades. It wasn't a favorable week. We did our analysis for last week, hoping to see the outcome for this closing week. Before the end of this video, I'm going to show us the losses I had and the running trades that are still on at the moment, hoping to close in profits. I'm going to share with us my analysis of the chart. But before then, what do you learn? In my just concluded trades, as I've always said, I learned to stick to my rules. And we are in a serious drawdown, almost losing the 6K funded account. In this just concluded week, we had some losses and we have some running trades. And we are going to see what our expectations in this forthcoming week. Without wasting time, I'm going to take us to the chart. First of all, let's start with the GBP USD. Let's move to the weekly. You can see previously this zone was tested, it moves down. This zone was tested, it moves down. So we're expecting this same zone to be tested, to move down, or if possible, move the other way. In forex trading, you cannot predict, but our bias at the moment is buy in GBP USD. Let me move down to 4 hours quickly. Good. As at last week, we're supposed to be in this trade, but it happens on a Friday, and I don't trade on a Friday. So, okay, I'm sorry. I think this is what I'm looking at the moment. It came to this area. I couldn't take the trade because it was on a Friday. So what I was expecting is to see something like this. Pulls back, giving me like a W pattern for me to take an entry. And that did not play out. Instead, my target for this week is to see if a new structure, can you see this? A new structure can be formed, pull into this zone, giving me a fib level for an entry to take profit around this area. I think this should be a short-term trade as a day trader. That is for GBP USD. I'm just quickly trying to give us a random analysis of what we have done this week and what we're expecting in a new week. As I said, I had some technical issues. We had a trade. We took a trade around this area, something like this, to take profit around this neckline area. I think we're having something like, so it took us out. This trade was a loss for us this week. So I explained why I took this trade. Okay, that trade has been on for 2 weeks. This trade has been on for 2 weeks. So it took us out. Immediately it took us out. I took another entry. Why? Because as long this area is still maintained, I will still be looking for a sell until this is taken out. If it's not taken out, it's a good area for me to sell because of this swing, this key zone coming from the weekly time frame. Let's go to the weekly time frame and quickly see what is happening there. Can you see that? We have done some of this analysis in the past. If you have been following my video, it was tested, it came all the way down, tested, it came all the way down, tested, hoping to come all the way down. For now, what we are seeing in the weekly time frame is like a pullback, expecting to sell all the way to this zone. For this reason, we are still holding on to sell. I've told us the trade that took us out for this week. Finally, let's go to USD CHF. We are still looking for USD for entries for USD CHF. Is still sell. What happened? This trade was a loss. My original plan was to see how it will pull back into this zone for me to take a sell. But I took a sell because of this candle. I feel that this candle is healthy enough and it's like almost breaking a zone around here. So I entered for a sell. It took me out. This was a loss for us for this week. Then I did not hesitate. It now play out my original plan. My original plan was to push back into this zone. Immediately pushed into this zone. Then I entered for a sell. Currently, it's a running trade. Let's see what happens. For this week, if this area, this zone is broken, just like the way it's being, if this zone, just like the way it is at the moment, if this zone is broken and tested, I will now enter for a short-term trade as a day trader to take my profit around this area. It's not over until it is over. I say positive words to myself when beginning my trading week. What are the difference trading your live personal account and a funded account? If you blown an account with a funded account or one of these prop firms, does not mean you are not a good trader. Their rules are tight. Their rules, you can't break their rules. Like as I've said, even in my own personal account, I had some drawdown. I still have some drawdowns, but I can't lose that account. I've held that account getting to more than a year, or if not up to a year, and I'm still maintaining that account. There are losses, there are wins, but we are always having an edge when it comes to the forex market. And that is what forex trading is all about. So I don't want you to feel too bad about yourself, about your trading week. Don't see yourself, why is things not working out? Why am I getting losses back to back? It happens in forex trading. And that is what I am going through at the moment. There were times there were a lot of wins, but we have a system, we have a strategy that keeps us going, especially in our own life personal account. Once again, if you have pulled through my analysis, I'm very grateful for that. And don't fail to drop a comment if actually you want me to analyze some other pairs and share other ideas with us. Please drop your comment, to like, share, and subscribe for more quality contents. Let's see this week. Thanks.